It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Dolphins and the Bills, and it comes your way next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they interplay in this one. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills. Well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson. First play, Watson to the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Crowder. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On On 2nd and 12, Watson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. On first down, Crowder. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Watson off play action. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Crowder, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Crowder. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Crowder. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. This will be, 38 yards out. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East. But as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that number 1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season, what was our deal? Let's win our division and get to the playoffs. That was job 1. Let's not get greedy about the whole thing because whether or not they end up with a first-round bye or not, you and I both know this team's going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Allen. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Allen going to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Miami's offense set and ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Good coverage on the outside. And I think that's where he wanted to check that down too. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And this will be taken at the 13. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. As these guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And he'll take it out to the 25. Dolphins offense returning to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 1st and 10, Watson. This one caught by Crowder. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Terrell Bernard. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And here come the Bills. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not...
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacted the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Crowder, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Taken from just outside the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. To the air, Allen. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right back to him on first down. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs, so excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
To throw again on second down. Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, it's Watson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Crowder. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Crowder. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out. As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On play action, Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 27 yards. And the Bills take the block field goal and convert it into 6 points. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now in Miami. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Flushed out right, and he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. To throw is Watson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Croder. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson now to throw. It's Hill, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. the middle. Crowder. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here this fourth quarter. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet, and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Bills continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Watson. On the catch, it's Crowder. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Watson. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And this return, and all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we drop. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner,
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Here's Bass now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. And out come the Dolphins now. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Watson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 1st down, Watson. Big strides, look at him go. They're going to get this down inside the 20. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 8. Watson looks to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. In the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Diggs in motion left. Allen now on first down. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing.